I think we kind of, underneath it all, we kind of like each other, and we like the music we make. That's basically it. I mean, if we didn't like the music that we were making, we'd say goodbye to each other, because, I mean, there's nothing else left.
When you first came together, did you think, were you very different then?
How do you mean? Oh, yes, we were very
You were very
hungry.
diverse personalities then.
Yes,
as well.
but at that time we were sort of getting to know each other, and we had so much to sort of put across, and we were very hungry for a hamburger.
Anything, right?
But we were just hungry. We just wanted to let it all out, and so we took it from there. And the thing about it is the four of us sort of write very different songs, and so it's kind of it keeps us going. I mean, if everybody wrote the same kind of thing, and we all appeal to the same kind of people and everything, then it would be a bit boring. I mean, we just have four totally diverse personalities and different egos, and that runs riot, and that's good. So we still fight, and we still fight like kids.
You've always been very sort of flamboyant and theatrical and concerned with visuals and stuff with
I'm getting a bit sober in my old age.
Are you?
I think so, yeah.
What do you mean, just in terms of the way you dress?
No, dress has got nothing to do with it. No, in terms of my thinking, no, on stage I still dance around. It's just my thinking, I've become, it's like, I just can't, I look back at myself and think, oh my God, how could I have done that, wearing black nail varnish and the long hair and wearing the makeup and wearing the kind of clothes. But I mean, everybody grows out of it, I mean, that was when I was about 22 years old.
You used to be a fan of Liza Minnelli's and very kind of real show-busy stuff that, as you said, doesn't really have much to do with rock and roll. I mean, going to the opera and going to the ballet and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, I use it in my shows. That's the way. I mean, it's like, I think Queen are a theatrical band. I mean, we don't like just going on stage and just strumming our guitars. I mean, we put on a show. So I mean, that's the kind of person I am. It's just, I'm a trooper, honey.
So you don't feel limited by rock and roll, by that whole genre?
No, I don't think so.
You don't want to go to a Broadway show?
Want to do a Broadway show?
Yeah.
No. I think rock and roll has a very wide spectrum, and you can do anything you want in it. Look at Boy George. I mean, it's as theatrical as you can get.
Are there places in the world that you want to go to that you haven't been?
Yes, I'd like to go to Russia. I'd like to go to Russia and China. That sort of.
I think they'll let you in.
I don't. Well, at the moment I don't think so. Russia already turned us down because they think we're too volatile.
Why? And Elton
they think
is no problem, right?
No, well, he's sort of. He's all right. He's in the kind of middle of the road. He's okay. I think when they show when the Russians saw our videos and the way we come across, they thought we were a bit too volatile, and they thought we were going to corrupt their youth.
Incite them. Yes, right. And probably you would.
Well, that's my job.
What happened with David Bowie, with Pressure?
Nothing. We just went into the studio, did the song, and out it came. It was no big...
No, but I mean, wasn't there this whole drama about him taking his name off of it or wanting to not be...
No, that was something else. He did sort of like backing vocals on one of my songs that was on the album then. That's not Under Pressure, that's another one.
Right.
And when it came to being released, I mean, he didn't like what he did. And I was like, asshole tells me right at the tail end when the thing is just about to come out. So anyway, that's artistic license. He just didn't like his voice right when it was about to come out. And I said, fine. I said, it's quite easy. All I do is erase his vocal, and out it came. It wasn't like he didn't do a very in-depth vocal at all. It was just a background. It was just background vocals. So, I mean, he just didn't.
Do you think it was petty? I mean, do you think it was unnecessary?
Whatever. I think it was unnecessary, but I mean...
Are you not speaking to each other anymore?
Always speaking. It's just we're in different parts of the world, and... No, I'm not one of those bitchy queens that you like to... No. It's just... No, he's all right. He's okay.
How did you happen to work with him in the first place?
Well, I mean, we were friends from a long time back, and we were in Montreux in Switzerland. We own a studio there, so we were working on it, and he lives there. He just happened to be there, and he kept coming to the studio, listening to our tracks, and we were jamming to some of his old songs and things. And then one day one night we were having dinner, and after that we were going back into the studio to carry on with the session. And it just happened. He just said, "Oh, why don't we just fool around and get something started and see what happens?" And we started playing on the piano, and the rest of the band were there, and we started putting something down, and Under Pressure started to build.
To get together with Michael Jackson and work with him?
Well, just in the early days, well, I mean, like 3-4 years ago, I mean, he used to just come and see our shows at the Forum in LA. And I guess he liked us, and so I got to meet him, and he kept coming to see us, and then we started talking, and in those days I think he would actually go out. He'd go out and have dinners. I mean, I remember going to dinner with him, and I think now he just stays at home and doesn't like coming out at all. That's what, that's what he says. I mean, he just, he says, oh, whatever he wants he can get at home, because I mean, anything he wants, he just buys it.
But have you ever talked to him about, I mean, just in terms of being an artist or in terms of a song?
Well, I mean,
to stay in the house like that kind of isolation, that's so scary.
I know, that's not me, but I mean, that's his bag. And I wouldn't do that. I mean, I'll be bored to death. I mean, I have to go out every night. I mean, I hate staying in one room for too long anyway. I'd just like to keep moving. It's just an individual approach, I don't know. I mean, I guess he's just because he started when he was very young. So, I mean, when you think about it, when I'm talking to him, I think, my God, he's 25, I'm 37, yet he's been in the business almost longer than I have.
The songs that you've written, and particularly many of the hits, they've been such a different variety of styles, and your voice also is so different. On Crazy Little Thing Called Love is such a different... Is that kind of music that you always liked? That particular kind of rockabilly, Elvis sort of thing?
I just like to do different things. I like to... It's like I don't like to stay in one position for too long. And so that comes out in everything. It comes out in my songs, my lyrics, and I just like to try everything once. And I'm not scared of the pitfalls and things. And I'm not worried about saying, my God, this is not my scene, and if it's going to be... I mean, in fact, I love the challenge. I sort of, I love the challenge, and I like doing things that are not part of the mainstream for me. And sometimes if that works, it works in a very big way. Otherwise it can be a very big flop, but I'm willing to take that risk.
Yes, I mean, you have gone through a few managerial changes and problems.
Yes, well, that's how long it takes. I mean, I don't think anybody can manage straight away unless they're very lucky and unless they know. You've got to know the business, and the only way you get to know the business is to make mistakes and have pitfalls. And I think every major successful artist has gone through that. I refuse to believe that somebody's just had no problems at all and just managed to do it like that. I think that's all part of history, all part of a band's history. They have to go through all that. People get, there are a lot of sharks around, and you get done in. People rob you blind, money, but that's all part of it. And then you learn by mistakes, and then you know which people not to employ, and where you think, okay, you just have to take control of this situation yourself. And that's what we did. I mean, after a while, I mean, the managers were good, they were bad, they were good, or whatever. It just happened there came a point in time where we thought, we can do this ourselves. Okay, it's a bit more work, but I mean, we've gained the experience, and we can do it ourselves. Besides, we make more money anyway. You don't have to give a percentage to your manager.
Is there one person in the group, do you do more of it than anybody else?
No, I think we all, as far as that side is concerned, we all partake in that. Individually, it's like 25%, to be honest, all four of us, because we all do different things. Like John's very, very good at the actual business sense, the actual sort of money side of it, the marketing and everything. So we leave that to him, and they'll leave me to just the wardrobe, I guess.
The wardrobe.
They'll leave me to the wardrobe doing and writing the hits.